It's happening, Todd.
It sure is. Welcome, everybody.
I'm Paul, as I mentioned before. That's Todd. This is Explosion, Game Talk Live.
Wow.
Our top story of the day, we have the most pre-ordered video games up until this point in March.
Woohoo! What? Oh, well, there they are.
There they are. That's right. Go ahead and bring up the chart here, AI. I know you're busy. So this is the look. This is Titanfall Xbox One. Probably no surprise, the most pre-ordered game. 378,000 copies.
What the? How is Stick of Truth all the way down here?
Well, because one, it's a
10.
previous gen console. It's not something that I
But
think
it's
people are
South
going to be.
Park. This disturbs me. That should be number one because I grew up with South Park. I bonded with those characters all through my youth and my childhood and even my adulthood. Time and technology are coming together to finally allow me to become a character, which has been a fantasy of mine. And it's number 10?
Well, it's not a game that a lot of people are looking forward to. Shooters are what sells. Shooters are hot, Todd.
Oh, murder simulator. We want South Park.
But
that should be number one.
Destiny is surprising. It's not even a game that has a release date.
Oh,
Anyway,
hold on. You know what? I should interrupt because I see something here in chat that's very important.
Ooh, is it?
There's a person. Their name is Lolthil Soul.
Yeah, that feels right.
I don't know, but he says hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Welcome to the
thanks
show.
for typing hi in the chat.
Again, if you've never seen the program, you know,
we're live.
We're live.
And we read this.
Yeah.
So when you type hi, it forces us to respond to you.
If you say hello, contractually, we don't have to respond. What game should people play on Twitch next? What do we mean by this? Last week, Twitch Plays Pokemon was a whole thing.
You have these game developers out there spending billions of dollars trying to make awesome AAA games, and then they go to Twitch and everyone's playing Pokemon. What's wrong with you guys?
Well,
knock it off.
The market wants what the market wants here. And if people want to see people play a game from 1993, which 100,000 people did, this post came from Game Informer, and they were saying what people want to play next.
I already put mine on the graphic. I said Dragon's Lair.
Was that? Oh yeah, Dragon's Lair, Daphne.
Yeah.
Some people said Zelda in this post. It's kind of hard because the thing that Pokemon had going for it, cardinal directions and A and B input.
Yeah.
Name another game. Author said Resident Evil. Anybody out there on Twitch have an idea for what Twitch could play next? Someone said Oregon Trail in one of the comments as well.
Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail. Twitch plays Oregon Trail. If that doesn't get the kids going.
Twitch plays Doom too.
Twitch plays Surgeon Simulator is not a bad one.
Yeah.
That's
You know, because of Obamacare, that could actually be a necessity pretty soon.
So it'd probably crash.
Hey, they're back.
Hey there, guys. Skype.
Someone wrote an article on 3gym.com. That's a site.
Okay.
3gym. It's about jewelry.
All right.
It's about finding the right cut. No, it's about the top 10 worst MMOs of all time.
You suck.
I'm going to guess Warcraft's on that list because it started out as like the best MMO and it became kind of the worst.
Well, everyone loves to hate World of Warcraft because it's a thing.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and ask the Skype audience. I say worst MMO, you say?
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Someone said something else.
Age of Reckoning.
Shadowbane.
Shadowbane? Okay, both of those weren't on the
Star Wars,
list.
Old Republic.
Let's go ahead and run down some of we got video of some of these that were on the list. Play the Star Wars The Old Republic for me if you could. I thought this was great. There was not a single problem with it. It was worth everything. Oh, wait.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
That's some...
And toast. So World of Warcraft, I think, was one of the games that was mainstream.
It was very hard to play in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then as they got more and more people in there to support a larger growing population, they had to make the game simpler and simpler.
How do you screw up a Star Wars MMO, though? I mean, the perfect universe for an MMO, and you screw it up. How does that happen?
Hype and you make it too expensive. This is a story that there could be a new Batman announced any day now.
Nope.
A Batman video game, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Here's how this all started. GameStop employees leaked information last week that they had posters in their store that was for the next Batman game, and they had to keep it under wraps, no pun intended, until this week.
All right.
Can we go ahead and put up the graphic of what this poster looked like? So this hits the internet, and everyone, they start analyzing the flame around it and all kinds of stuff.
Let me tell you, that poster can never be created by anyone out there
No.
that has Photoshop.
Someone else leaks this to Kotaku. Next slide, please.
I want a taco.
It's a stock thing for October, or what is that? Yeah, October 8th, 2014. There's a blank spot here, and this is where people think the next Batman game, which they're now dubbing, by the way, Arkham Knight. Game Informer always does their big game releases the first week of the month. Why do you think Game Informer always has the big releases?
They have photographs of somebody.
No, that could be true. You've watched too much House of Cards.
How does this tie into the World Trade Center collapse?
Is
Is it eventually going to go into that whole truther
I don't think
theory,
so.
Paul?
I think Arkham Knight is pretty separate from it. So, final story here is about Mass Effect. Unacceptable!
Wow.
They want to bring the trilogy to next gen. Or they're thinking about it.
Oh, like the Okay.
Like they want to do the HD remaster thing. Basically, what they did with Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, they
Yeah.
want to do or they're thinking about doing for the past 3 games, which is stupid.
All right. Well,
They
this is what you get when you don't have backwards compatibility.
well,
Thanks.
but that's the point. Like you kind of do though.
Greed knows no bounds.
You're going to have cloud gaming with all these things. I mean, how different is this game experience going to be on a next-gen console is what it boils down to.
Well, the question that you should really ask is how different are you now that you have a next-gen console? You've grown, Paul. We've all grown collectively
Somebody
since our
said it.
original Xbox to now. We're more aware of the world, and we might see deeper meanings in this game that were previously oblivious to us because we had a younger mind. That's the question you should be asking. These were
Okay.
Deep Thoughts with Todd Roy.
The fate of the earth is in my hands. No choice but to take a stand. I don't care if I'm wrong or right. All I do is stand and fight.
That's awesome.